This week's Moment of Science is sponsored by Charleston County Parks.
Not too far beneath our feet in Charleston sits a literal gold mine for fossil hunters. A shallow layer of rock filled with fossilized bone and teeth. Thankfully, you don't need to go digging to find the treasures inside of it.
So anytime that dredging occurs, we have these rock layers pulled up from the bottom up to 30 million years back, and we can find all the fossils that come out of them.
And so that's why some areas around the harbor have pretty phenomenal fossil collecting. Whether, Ice Age mammals, sharks, bony fish, sea turtles, occasionally seabirds, and lots of marine mammals.
Each fossil expands our knowledge of what the Lowcountry looked like millions of years ago. These black triangles also tell a more recent tale, one that follows Charleston as it emerged from the Civil War. Two stories, separated by millennia, linked to that rock layer filled with fossils and phosphate. These black rocks dot every stream, river, and beach in the Lowcountry and were generally ignored until the late 1860s when two Charleston scientists discovered that these rocks are composed of concentrated phosphorus, perfect for fertilizer, then necessary for the large plantations that no longer had an enslaved workforce. Large mining outfits, including the Ashley Phosphate Mining Company, sprang from this discovery and started stripping the land and rivers for the valuable rocks,
using freed slaves as cheap labor to harvest all of these phosphate nodules, all of these black rocks.
But the miners would often find lots and lots of shark teeth, mammoth bones, teeth, marine mammal bones, etc.
Interestingly, these discoveries worked their way into advertising for the miracle mineral, which helped Charleston prosper as other areas struggled economically in the post-war South. At one point, Charleston produced 1/2 of the world's phosphate. This boom was not to last as phosphate mining declined by the turn of the century in Charleston. Years later, this brief blip in post-war Charleston still provides plenty of opportunities for fossil hunters.
Much of West Ashley and the historic plantation district as we know it today is tilled over soil that has had all of the phosphate stripped out from underneath it,
making it quite easy to find treasured trophies and incredible discoveries in Charleston compared to other fossil-rich areas across the nation and the world, a result of our Lowcountry geology, a long-lost industry, and the current dredging to expand industry. For this week's Moment of Science, I'm Storm Team 2 meteorologist David Dixon.